Well, hey fellas, Thorzax here. I got a few things I need to do today. I need to go to the post office and I've got a little bit of shopping to do, but one of the things I'm going to do before I do all that is we're going to go out to the range and we're going to fire test those 44 Magnum 200 grain round nose flat points that have been double powder coated. I loaded those with 9.5 grains of unique, and it's going to be kind of a moderate load. I wouldn't say it's a light load, but it's a moderate load, but it's not a Magnum load. And what we're going to do is we're going to fire this at 25 yards. If I can get a spot at 25 yards and there isn't anybody out there, I can pretty much, set those on the bench and then, get going with that. So, as you see, we're having a little inclement weather. You wouldn't believe it, but a few days ago, this was all covered with snow. And was that light, fluffy snow that you see back east that just blows around. We have a phenomenon that happens that's called, the Arctic Fraser River Canyon blast. And what happens is that this super cool air comes down the Fraser River Canyon, and it takes with it, the moisture in the air, and we get the snow like you guys do get in the Midwest or on the East Coast. But for the most part, as you can see, mostly all the snow is gone, except for in the places where, the sun couldn't get to it. But yeah, whatever you see out there that has snow on it, that snow is frozen. It's ice. Now, I can deal with dry, cold weather. It's just that dealing with wet, cold weather is 4 times worse. The problem up here in the Pacific Northwest, and you get up there in Oregon and whatnot, in the upper parts of Oregon, you get this snow that comes in, and it's mixed with this tropical winds from the south, and it mixes in it, and it's just cold enough to do the conversion into snow. So you get this wet, heavy snow that comes in here, and it is slick. And during the day it comes down, people drive over the top of it, and it gets all compacted into the roads, and the next thing you know, we get a little dusting the next day of about a ½ an inch on top of that, and you can't even drive on it. It's pretty amazing stuff about how slippery it is. So it's not really the amount of snow that we get here, it's the type of snow we get here that makes it hard. Also, another thing too, wet snow is much more colder than dry snow, because that wet cool just sticks to you. That moisture gets on your skin, and it makes you 10 times more colder than it really is. So that's how we deal with winter up here in the big northwest state of Washington. And tell you what, guys, it's Thorzax. When we get out there to the range, we'll move out smartly, get the tripod all set up, and see what it is we're going to do. So I'll see you then. Well, hey guys, we're out here at the range, and it's a bear with gunfire. Got a couple of guys over here shooting some black powder next to me. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be shooting off this this bucket, and with some sandbags on it, and we're going to be shooting at the 25-yard line here in the at the target you see up there. I'll get the pistol loaded, we'll get it all ready to go, and we'll be right back. Okay, fellas, we're back. We got the pistol loaded, pointed down range, everything's ready to go. We're going to go ahead and zoom in on the 25-yard target. Now, I'm just going to be shooting this for group size. I'm not going to be shooting it for, shooting into the X-ring or anything like that. And these are the double powder coated bullets. This is the first time that I've fired these through the Ruger, and I want to see if that proves accuracy with the Ruger with a cylinder throat. So anyway, let's zoom in on that. Okay, you're right, buds. Here we go. Okay, we're going to go ahead and unload and load, and then I'll cut right back in. So hang tough. Okay guys, we're all reloaded and ready to go.
Right to 10.
How much powder are you putting in that thing? It looks like a lot.
Oh, I'm running 50.
Oh, geez.
That's what I normally shoot, so I'm trying to get it sighted in.
Then drop it down to about 35 or something. Come right in. I know, every time I overload mine, I have no idea where it's gonna go.
Yeah. Now I'll go see if I can put another one there.
Okay, that was a little better. We're shooting a little low. So I can come up on the rear side a little bit, or I can just go ahead and hold and center, see how that works. We'll go ahead and we'll change this target out and get reloaded and go ahead and try her all over again. All right, so be right back. Okay fellas, we're back. Like I said, excuse sound of gunfire. But what we're going to do is we're going to fire 10 more shots into a new target here, and I'm going to change my hold so where I'm actually holding the front sight level into the black. So we're like that little X out there is right on top of the front sight. And that, hopefully that'll bring my elevation up a little bit. So here we go. Enough of this messing around, we're going to get on the ball. Okay, that was 5 shots. We'll go ahead and get 5 more shots here. And then we're going to wrap it up because we've got about 28 degrees out here and I've just about had enough of this. So I'm going as fast as I can. Okay, we've got 5 more shots. Yep. So, alright, see if we can stay on the ball here. Okay, that about does it. Alright, looks like we got a little bit better there. So, anyway, let me go ahead and swap that target out and then we'll be right back. Well fellas, kind of wussed out there. 28 degrees. I decided, well, that's about enough for me. So anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and head down to town and get the ball rolling and get a few things done and get this edited and put back up there on YouTube. We'll have a little review of the targets, a little bit of commentary before I do that. So anyway, I'll see you back at the hacienda and we'll have ourselves some coffee and talk about it. Until then. Well, hey fellas, we're back and back at the hacienda here. And what I wanted to go ahead and show you guys is that the results that we got at 25 yards shooting off the top of a bucket. And you know, I just wanted to go ahead and show you how the powder coating seemed to turn out. As you can see, this is my first grouping that I went ahead and fired, and I believe that these either one of these ended up over there, or one of this is over here, or I don't know. I haven't really reviewed the video yet, but this was with a 6 o'clock hole. Okay, and this was all done with the Lee 200 grain round nose flat point, 9.5 grains of unique, double powder coated bullet. And I would say, Doc, we got a winner. So I think that this actually could be really improved upon in warmer weather, plus with sizing. Now the problem is that the Lee 200 grain bullet, it will drop from the mold at right about 429 and around there, and that's too small for the cylinder mouth of the Ruger. It just will not group with those bullets. Now this is my second that I went ahead and fired, and that's a 99. And as you can see, you know, this is this right here. This is with a center hold that's holding that front sight tip right here, right underneath the X-ring, and she all shot in these areas right here. Now, like I said, I was balancing this off of a plastic bucket, so the bucket was jumping a little bit, but you know, that's a 25-yard group. I mean, that's not too shabby. Same thing. Lee 200 grain round nose flat point, 9.5 grains unique, double powder coated. So I think that the powder coat itself, this can be improved if I enlarge the diameter of the bullet with the powder coat and then resize these with a 432, 433 diameter sizer in my lubricizer, and that will bring this bullet up to par, so where we could shoot accuracy like that almost all day. So, you know, the unique load is an accurate load anyway. I mean, the amount of graphite that they put in unique is quite a bit. And you got to understand, at the turn of the last century, Unique and Bullseye were one of the first smokeless powders that they came out with for, lead bullets and pistols. And what they found out was that the Unique, what it did, is it held down fouling, because the graphite would allow the bullet to pass through the lands and grooves and go out the end of the barrel and not cause as much leading or anything like that, because that graphite helped the bullet go through. And it still holds true today. That's the reason why your pistol gets all covered with this black sooty stuff, which, here we go. I did this on purpose, so not to, foul the results. But as you can see, the pistol stayed pretty clean this time, okay? And the reason for that is because of the powder coat. The powder coat, what it's doing is that it's creating a better seal between the cylinder and the forcing cone. And it's not causing blow-by to go past the bullet and get that graphite stuff all over the revolver. So, you know, it turns out a lot cleaner. And like I said, all you need is a rag. Just a plain old rag, and you know, it's been, you know, dampened down pretty good with some mineral oil, and you just pass it over the top of that thing, just like that. You just give it a good wipe down, a couple of these. Just like that. And a day out at the range, you know, turns into, you know, pretty easy deal, you know, just cleaning up the gun. Look at that, huh? She's like brand new again. That's all you guys need. That's all you guys need. You don't need to go out and buy these fancy preservatives or anything like that you get at, at the sportsman shops or anything like that. And I'm going to tell you another thing too. Hops number 9 oil is probably 98% mineral oil. It's a good preservative. Just go ahead and wipe your guns down with it after you're done, you know, shooting for the day, and you can store this gun, you know. Like I said, look at that, good as new, nice and shiny, good as new. All right. So anyway, that was our day today. Only shot the one video. I didn't want to spend all afternoon out in 28-degree weather. It was rather cold out there. I couldn't feel my fingers. So, and hold on to something made out of steel. That makes it even worse. But I'm pretty pleased with the double powder coat. So, something else I wanted to bring up. I really appreciate the mail that I've been getting in, and you guys spreading the word about my channel. I think that's great. I try to do my best, and I try to get videos done when I can, get them uploaded, get them on YouTube. My subscriber rate has risen. That's great. I'm telling you what, you know, it's been taking off for me here. If you like what you like to see, and you know, if you got any comments or anything like that, feel free, write them down. I go through them and I try to answer each and every one of you. You know, I've got a small channel here, so I can kind of get around to everybody. So if you got a question or anything like that, you know, just go ahead and ask me about it. I want to throw out another shout out though. And if you haven't checked out his channel yet, he's just getting started into YouTube, and that's JCM45. He's a good narrator. He's very methodic about the way that he goes about his videos. Unlike here, you know, this is kind of like Elvis Ammo. I mean, we don't edit anything. We don't get into a big long production about adding music and all the rest of the stuff and theatrics to it. This is just kind of like, you know, real TV, you know. And, you know, it's kind of like it that way. So, anyway, fellas, we're going to see you guys in the next video.